Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Wanted to make this video on what happens to stocks when a company files for bankruptcy. Just this year alone, I'm making this video in 2020 in August. But in April of this year, there was a 26% increase in bankruptcy filings over the previous year. So I'm assuming that's due to the coronavirus. So I'm sure that statistic may continue to go up over the coming months and potentially years. So if you're holding shares of companies or a stock trader or a long-term investor, there's some very important things that you need to be aware of. All right. So what is bankruptcy, first of all? Well, bankruptcy is a legal process that is carried out in federal courts, which allows businesses and individuals who are unable to repay their debts a way out while helping creditors collect at least part of what they are owed. Now, when people think of bankruptcy, that's typically Chapter 7. So that's what most companies or most people think of when they think of bankruptcy. So what happens when a company files Chapter 7? Well, in that case, all of the company's assets are liquidated and it ceases to exist. So the company was done. And then what happens out is any assets or money that's left over, there's an order of precedence on who gets paid first. So, and it goes in order. So it's unpaid taxes are paid first, then secured debts, unsecured debts, then bondholders, and then you get kind of the end, which is the preferred stockholders and the common stockholders. So unfortunately, the likelihood of equity holders getting anything is extremely low. Now, most of the time, filings are Chapter 11. And when Chapter 11s are filed, the courts protect the company until a detailed plan is submitted. Now, usually there's a temporary trading freeze and the stock is likely to be delisted. Now, most common outcomes in this process is the shares will be wiped out. You could be issued new shares, but again, your existing shares would be gone. So that's why it's just very important to do your research, especially when you're doing any, long-term or short-term trading or investing. There are no foolproof ways in the stock market. Again, black swan events happen all the time. So, again, going into this year, stock market was at all-time highs. And then you have the coronavirus that came and hit. And you'll see many of these companies are now struggling. A lot of the travel industry is taking a hit. So who knows what's going to happen to a lot of these companies. But a lot of them were really big name, successful companies. And now they're struggling, right? So you never know what can happen to have something affect, your stock. So that's why we always recommend doing both your fundamental research as well as your technical research. So the technicals are basically the clues that are left by the fundamentalist. So when fundamental traders buy and sell stock, they leave clues on the stock chart. So a lot of times stock charts will give you clues of something potentially bad going to happen to a stock. But as far as, really protecting yourself, it's, if you're a long-term investor, doing your fundamental research, finding the company balance sheet, all of that stuff is just very, very important to look into, especially if you want to protect yourself long term. It's just we recommend doing both fundamental and technical research, but the fundamentals will really help you to get some better insight on whether a company is going to make it long term. So if you're new to the trading industry and you want to learn more and need more help, we do have some free courses on our website at bullishbears.com. The link will be below. So we teach things like day trading, swing trading, long-term trading, penny stocks, options, futures. We teach pretty much the whole gamut in our community. We like to consider ourselves a one-stop trading shop for those that want to learn about the stock market. So if you want to check us out, the link will be below, or you could head over to bullishbears.com. And as always, we would greatly appreciate it if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and share this video out to others. So again, we hope this video helped you, and we will see you in our community. Enjoy.